Anti-ICE protests are ramping up across the country, including here in New York City. CB Cotton live from Foley Square, that's in Lower Manhattan. Hi, CB.
Dana, good morning. Over the weekend, protesters flooded this area in front of New York's ICE field office and the streets of Manhattan, all in protest of immigration enforcement and the Trump administration. Sunday's demonstration was one of the largest yet in New York City since anti-ICE protests first began last week. An NYPD source telling me at one point 5,000 people were marching in response to the Minneapolis shooting. Some people carried signs with anti-ICE messages. At least one person was taken into custody. The White House has called the death of Renee Nicole Good an act of self-defense against a domestic terrorist. But protesters in the Big Apple called it a murder, insisting that the ICE agent didn't have to shoot.
I mean, I do understand that vehicles can be dangerous, but a vehicle that is just starting to move, you have plenty of time to move away and be safe.
In Portland, Oregon, Los Angeles, and Austin, Texas, there were clashes between officers and protesters, and officers in riot gear had to take away several people. I spoke to one Canadian tourist who wonders how long the anti-ICE movement will unfold on American streets.
Do these people have jobs? And if they don't have jobs, are they just going out and just doing this because they don't have jobs? Or if they have jobs, are they taking time off work to do this?
And we're monitoring for more anti-ICE protests to possibly pop up today. Dana, back over to you.
All right, CB, we'll keep an eye on it. Thank you.
So I want to bring in DHS Senior Advisor Ron Vitiello. Ron, thanks for coming on, and good morning to you, and thank you for your time. The mayor of Minneapolis yesterday said the government's story on what's happening there was a false narrative. You're calling in hundreds of more agents. Why do you need them?
Well, he's been irresponsible with his comments from the minute that this thing became public. It starts with a core belief that people in the country that are here illegally and have committed other crimes don't deserve to be arrested and removed from the United States. So he has it absolutely wrong, and he's encouraging this lawless behavior. There are no assistance from the state and locals in Minnesota, which makes it much more difficult for the men and women of the front line that are out there. And so I would ask him to reflect on what's happened so far, what they did to precipitate what happened, and take another look here. There is an opportunity for them to cooperate with the federal government to enforce federal law.
Please subscribe to our official channel, USA News.